What's up? What's up? What's up? I know. It's your boy Wildcard Mar, the man with the Grandmaster playing Detroit. Man, we are in the building.
What up?
Yes.
Oh,
No, we are not at our regular time of 4 p.m. Yes, we are 3 hours late, but we are going to run a very special hour episode. Big shout out to the big homie Detroit Mail for being so flexible in changing time that we start today. I promise Thursday we will be back to our regular scheduled time. Hey, life happens. People people got lives. We got shit to do.
on that CP time.
Yeah, but hey, that's the benefit of having our own show. We can go on when we go on. All right, that's the benefit. But anyway, y'all know the deal. Go on over to all our social media platforms. Catch us on Twitter, I.O.W Sports One. Catch us on I.O.W Sports Network or all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and of course YouTube. YouTube is where all the content is at. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, hit that bell notification, subscribe to the channel. Let you know every time we drop content, especially if you hit that notifications. I.O.W Sports Network is the address. Now that we got that out the way, man, let's crazy weekend, I should say. Crazy weekend. Had a lot going on. Hey, man, how about them Wolverines, dog?
Yeah, them niggas won.
Come on, man. Be more excited for your big blue, dog.
Man, I get excited when they beat Michigan State and Ohio State.
Oh, true that. Gotta beat the rivals.
They beat them, then I'll be excited.
Okay, I hear you. You know, you're not ready to jump the gun. I feel you. But then it took out a very game of Penn State. I think
it's a worthy opponent, top 10 opponent.
Well, they were. Y'all made them look like straight dookie. Made them straight look like dookie.
What up, though, Ant?
What's up, Ant? I know, man. I start picking. I like underdogs, but sometimes you gotta know when to not go with them.
So I went with some underdog. They let me down.
No, I picked the Atlanta game because San Francisco was hurt. They came through for me. I picked the Seattle game because obviously Arizona's looking straight dookie.
Man, I picked Arizona. I said, man, they better beat Seattle. Come on, man.
Nah, not the way Gino been playing.
Man, Gino ain't replaying nobody. So I was like,
Hey, sometimes when you don't be playing nobody and you win, it helps build that confidence, that momentum.
What up, man?
So you do get up. You do get up for the game.
I was they about to get Gino another contract.
Gino about to get paid.
He's out here making Gino getting money.
Nah, I hear you. Before we get too deep into NFL talk, obviously I know we can get on that for hours. Let me ask you this: as a Yankees fan, a supporter of the Yankees, let me ask you this. Obviously, they had the winner go home game that is delayed right now against the Cleveland Guardians, not the Indians, folks. The Guardians. Come on, PC.
Yeah, it's kind of hard, man.
I know, right?
Guardians.
Let me ask you this: as a
it's
person,
like a liar company,
right?
Go ahead.
Would the season be a failure, especially the season that Aaron Judge is having, who is the MVP? Well, when it's finally announced, he will be the MVP. Let's be honest. Is the season a complete failure if you guys don't get to the World Series, let alone the ALCS?
I won't say a complete failure, but I'll say this. They make out this round, it look good for them because teams that won 100 games are not even in it. You know what I'm saying? So they make out this round.
Mets.
That's good. Mets, Dodgers,
Braves.
Braves. You know what I'm saying? 100 is a curse. For real. So yeah, I think they need to at least make out this round. But I said, even that's how I did a little short
and stupid, dog.
And I was laughing at earlier. If they bats, they live and die by their bats. And that's the problem, and I don't think they got enough firepower to beat the Astros.
Boy, the
if they get that far, because the Astros got it on both sides. They got bats, they got pitching. They can play small ball if they have to. They can win, a 1-0 game. They can blow you out. So to me they seem like the strongest team in this whole series. Period.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought the Dodgers looked strong too, and look at them. So anything can happen. You know what I'm
saying? Shit. No. Well, to really answer my own question that I asked, I don't think it's a complete failure, but I will say this, and I see Ant's comment. Judge hasn't really started off too hot in this series. I obviously, I think it's aided also because he had such a great regular season that the pitching for the
28
that the pitching for the Cleveland Guardians are pretty being very cautious with him as you should be. Right. So I think you got to factor that into Judge's numbers so far in the series. And I'm not going to hold this series even if they don't make it out this game tonight against Aaron Judge. I mean, the man literally carried that whole franchise all regular season, pretty much 162 games when injuries were happening, slow bats, and people were, batting average were decreasing and pitchers weren't getting, having great outings. So I'm not going to hold too much against Aaron Judge because I think he's earned just a little bit of leeway if the Yankees don't get to the ALCS or the World Series. So
he still had a great season.
Yeah, had a phenomenal season.
Yeah, so you can't deny that. No denying he had a great season. Like I said, I just think that they need to get out of the first round as a team.
Oh yeah.
To claim, season success or failure. I think at least got the first round.
Yeah.
But I think they pulled the right team for a challenge for them in the first round. Because Cleveland's a young team, great pitching. I was thinking that the experience of the Yankees would probably overcome the youth of the Guardians. That was my thinking going into the series. But
Guardians are scrappy, good, man. Nah, they're scrappy.
Yeah, they're playing well, team. Man. They're playing well. And to Ant's comment, I still think going to 17 innings still speak to what I was saying about how Houston, can win a game no matter how it goes. That's a defensive game.
Well,
nobody's scoring.
But you also got to look at the Mariners. The Mariners aren't no slouch team.
Yeah, the Mariners gonna push over.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the series I can say that most of the teams that's in there were great teams.
Yeah.
There's no quote unquote Cinderella team. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I guess if you want to, you could say maybe the Padres, but Padres is a strong team. I mean, without Tatis and addition to Soto, that Soto kind of took Tatis' place, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? He kind of stepped in and slid in where they were lost. Tatis, Soto kind of took that spot.
Which they probably, and I'm willing to believe that when the Padres make that trade to get Juan Soto, they weren't even thinking that. Oh, soon as you get Juan Soto, boop, he gets popped for PD. So I'm pretty sure
they weren't thinking that.
They weren't thinking that. But I do like the fact that the Padres did bounce back, and we've even said on the show, even after the trade deadline, they made all the moves and the trades. And they kind of started a little sluggish because new players get acclimated to the roster, and and so they started a little sluggish, and of course, you always are chasing the Dodgers. And the Dodgers pretty much, if you look at all the matchups in the regular season, they pretty much dominated the Padres. So when they matched up in that NLDS series, I'm like, oh, well, shit, man. A good story, Padres, but this is done. You took care of the Mets. You made them, get all the tri-state area people to laugh at the Mets for dropping the ball again. So, look, you did your job, but they stood firm, especially in that closeout game, man. They were down and couldn't get the bats going. Literally. And then next you know, they explode, and I think it was the 7th or 8th inning, and then next you know, they're punching their ticket to the next round. So,
Right.
If you're looking at this man, just overall, give me your scale of 1 to 10 of excitement that you kind of had just at this, first few rounds between the wild card and the division series.
I mean, as a fan of the game, I think it's good for the game. I mean, I think a lot of the teams that you thought was going to be in there wasn't in there. I made it to me exciting to watch, because you going in thinking Braves Astros, or at least Dodgers Astros. No, It was a toss up between those two, but I thought at least it's going to be Dodgers and Dodgers and Braves meeting to play the Astros. That's how I thought. And then on the American League side, I thought it'd be Astros, possibly the Yankees, they basket going to play for the World Series. But I wouldn't have been surprised. I won't be surprised if Indians go and play the Astros. You know what I'm saying? So that was kind of my pick. So it kind of still going that way. The only thing I was kind of wrong on was probably the Braves, and I guess the Dodgers too. I thought the Dodgers will pull out, against the Padres. But as far as like as a fan of the game, it was exciting, man. It's good to watch. You watching great teams play. It's not like you watching, sometimes you get those Cinderella teams. They get in there. They may get past the first round, and they get to a actual great team and get blown out. Yeah. I don't think you're gonna get that with this series. With the series the way it is. Yeah. I think you're gonna get good baseball play all the way through. What up, Sincere?
Look, Sincere, what's up? Shout out to Sincere.
I wasn't surprised.
No, and I was not surprised that the Mets got bounced.
I said it. I said the Mets gonna. I said at the beginning of the season, when everybody's talking about, man, the Mets look good, I said the Mets gonna find a way to met it up.
Well, like I said,
and everybody kept denying. Oh man, but they won this meeting game. I said, watch what I say. The Mets are gonna find a way to met it up.
I think I said it on last week's show. I think my sign that the Mets were gonna blow it up or choke again was
that the World Series. No, it's not set yet, bro.
Nah, World Series ain't set yet, bro. I knew the writing was on the wall was when you led 147 games out of 162, then you go to Atlanta and in a very pivotal series, 3-game set, and you just get the brooms put to your heads and you got swept. I was like, not only did you just give up the lead, but now you just gave up, in my opinion, you just gave up all hope that you are actually going to have a good ending to this season. Because sometimes the way you enter the playoffs, it's a telling on how much success you're going to have in the playoffs.
You build on sometimes you build on momentum, whether it's good or bad.
Good or bad.
That was a bad momentum.
Bad momentum. Big Mo got shot on sight, brother. Oh yeah, y'all about to lose. Not only is it about to lose the division, but you were about to get laughed at in the tri-state because. Hey, I love it how
I still look like a little brother.
Hey, you look like little brother. Point blank.
Like little brother. Yep.
You look like little brother. The Yankees fans got you in the headlock, giving you a noogie still. They give you a wet willy. Right. They gave you a wedgie, then got your drawers on your forehead. Nah, you look silly still. You look silly still,
bro. June 1st.
And you spend more money than them. That's the crazy thing. They spend more money than the
Yankees. You never think you hear that, but June 1st, they was 10.5 games up on the Braves. 10.5 games, bro.
But we also got to give credit to the Braves because I think I said it numerous times. Once Freddie Freeman signed that contract and went to La La Land, I was like, oh shit. Well, you got your World Series,
right?
At least you got that. I thought he was about to be, back to the, mid card of the NL East, and we gonna load up on great talent and be a farm system for everybody else. That's what I thought.
Yeah, so I was wondering what's up with that, Matt. The judges say the Yankees this playoff, he's going to get paid big money.
I already said it enough. They already got a I'm actually surprised that you are staying quiet doing baseball talk, MJ. But
he want to jinx the team.
Yeah, he ain't trying to jinx the squad. He ain't trying to jinx the squad. Because I think they're still in delay. Last time I checked.
I think so.
So, obviously I'll get more into that conversation on tonight's late night Al edition. But I'm just if the Yankees can't get past these Guardians, man, you know it's going to be that talk too. They were like, well, what else can you do? I mean, obviously, when you get an MVP season from Judge, you know, and that's going through ups and downs of, you know, stretches in August that they were just having trouble, getting wins. I mean, August was the worst month for them, and yet here they are, a 90+ win team with the MVP on it.
Yeah,
I mean, can't hate on it. And let's
I mean,
not sleep on that division neither.
You need the rest on the step up. Rizzo, Stanton, I can't think. My man from the Royals.
Benintendi.
Yeah, Benintendi. You need all them to step up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what they need. You need them to step up, and you know, I think that and the pitching to stay strong.
Yeah.
You can't just ride Cole all the time.
No, you can't do it.
You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I was watching the game. I don't know why I can't think of my man's name. The around guy with the mustache, looked like a porno star. He looks so goofy, man.
Cortez?
The ball came out. Cortez. The ball came out. He is. I was like, bro, what's up, my man?
Nah, you gotta protect the McNuggets, but no, man, is for me on a level of 1 to 10, being a guy that played baseball and actually watches baseball, goes to baseball games. I think the excitement level is off the roof. I mean, you're getting great.
What up, Nick?
You're getting great action from a lot of these games. I mean, Phillies, just the way that they've gone through the playoffs, being the comeback kids.
Yeah, man, that was unexpected.
and what they did to, you know, they pretty much went ahead and retired Pujols, Wainwright, and Molina. So, you know, you got that storyline. And then, of course, you got the storyline of what happens with Judge and the contract after these playoffs done. I mean, the storylines is kind of what's helping attract, you know, in my opinion, just people to watch it. Unfortunately, the only problem is with the MLB playoffs going on right now is days like a Sunday, even a Monday or a Thursday when NFL is on. Man, you're going to be fighting for viewerships. Even on a Thursday when we've been having two terrible games for the last 2 Thursdays, people still going to watch the NFL. So, but if you got an MLB playoff game, man, you're going to get your purists that love the sport watching. But you got to find a way to you know, snatch some viewership from the NFL, man. But you guys are doomed on Sundays. I wouldn't even schedule nothing on a Sunday.
There's no time slot you can fit in there because football's on all day. For real.
All day.
Even a night game.
Oh, hell yeah.
You better play a midnight game. Or the late night owls will watch it.
Everybody watching the game. Go, Yankees, go. Yeah.
For real. Or early morning game, something.
Boy, you better
get in early.
Yeah.
I used to hate playing the morning games when we played baseball, man.
Yeah, I hated it too, man.
Oh, we played like double headers. You play an early morning game, then play a game right after that. Like, bruh.
Man, but let's take a transition because obviously, you know, college football had some great developments.
I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that.
I don't know
about that one, man. They might own the viewership in the New York market, maybe
in the tri-state area, yeah.
Right.
And I don't know about nationally, but I will say it depends on the matchup. You know, I think it depends on the matchup. If you're getting like a terrible QB matchup and shit's trash, you know, you got Houston and Jacksonville. I'm pretty sure the Yankees could beat that out.
Shit, I think pretty much anybody beat that out. You know, Jacksonville better this year. I will admit that.
Yeah, they may be better this year, but they're not consistent right now, and I don't like where it's going. But before we get too deep into the NFL, man, down goes Alabama.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that.
Down goes Big Bama. Boy, your initial reaction when you saw how that game went down?
Yeah, you seen New Jack City, right?
Yeah.
You see the end when they killed Nito Brown and Jed Nelson looked at Ice-T. He kind of gave that grin. That was my reaction. That was my initial reaction. I threw a fuck Nick Saban. That was my initial reaction right there.
I can't with you, man. I can't with you, dog.
For real.
But down goes Bama. Now, I'll say this. I'm looking at Bryce Young, man.
Uh-huh.
I mean, my man literally threw for almost 500 yards. So he goes 35 for 52, 455 yards. And he was pretty much a game time decision. Obviously, the shoulder's been bothering him.
Right.
And it's his throwing shoulder. But dude balled out. I'm looking at, you know how we talk all the time, like when you're a coach and you're supposed to have a specialty.
Mm-hmm.
And we should be able to know that when we watch your team that the specialty that you coach is actually doing good.
Right.
And Nick Saban, and for the most part, Alabama has been that real defensive.
That's all the
team.
time, though, Ant. That's all the time.
Only dropped 3 spots. They should. I mean,
who? Okay, out of those top 10, who you gonna put over?
Who's better? Yeah,
who's better? You still
better?
gotta think about that too. Who's better? Look, man, I said this before. Anytime you got a hook on your team, you root for that team. You can't go wrong with a hook on your team. Get the job done. There's gonna be some dick sucks. What I'm saying?
No, sir.
You got a hook on the team.
Yeah,
she gonna get a job done.
Yeah, let's reel that. Let's reel that back here. But no, but like I said, when you coach say that this is their calling card, you know, for the most part, Bama and Saban have been a defensive university. Putting, I'm talking about, you know, buttloads of defensive guys in the NFL. Go on every NFL roster. I bet you'll find an Alabama defenseman on that team. Mm-hmm. All right, but this was what let them down. Man, I mean, anytime that you're affair. I know it was a high scoring affair, but anytime that your offense and your quarterback gives you 455 passing yards, like, you should win this game. But boy, they had no answer for my man Hyatt.
Right.
Jalen Hyatt damn near set up camp in that secondary, man. I'm talking about he made all of them burnt toast.
Yeah. But look at this, though. Look at this. If you look at the last couple of years, there's been a lot of games Alabama barely won.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, they barely beat Mississippi.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I went to Texas A&M. They barely beat Texas A&M.
No, I think they lost at A&M last year, didn't they?
I'm just talking about this year now.
Okay.
I'm saying in general. First I was talking about in general, but now I'm talking more about this year.
I got you.
They barely beat them. And somebody else they almost lost to this year too. So you know it's
almost lost to Texas. Yeah,
it was to Texas. Almost lost to Texas. So you know they had a lot of games where they just barely pulled. They wasn't like Alabama dominant like it used to. They too busy looking over at Jackson State. Take another my recruits.
Yeah. But you know, in all fairness, we got to give credit to Tennessee. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been a minute since Tennessee's been able to say that they can even compete with the Bama and the Georgia. Mm-hmm. But you know, what Josh Heupel was doing as coach down there, obviously, you know, the quarterback play has been phenomenal from Hooker. Right. You know, Hendon Hooker. He's been balling. But Jalen Hyatt put up 6 catches, 207 yards, and 5 TDs. At one point, do you say, hey, that guy, cover him?
Right. Really?
Even if you don't make the play, here's what I love about college football: pass interference. It's not a spot foul; it's 15 yards.
Mm-hmm.
This man averaged 34 and a half yards a reception. He's trying to go deep on you. Let's understand what's happening here. And this is what baffles me with Bama, because that's always been the calling card, is to always make adjustments. Wait, at what point of the 6 catches, 270 yards, and 5 TDs were you going to adjust? At what point?
Yeah, just a little.
and for all that happened to them, the kicker had a chance to win the game and totally blew it.
Mm-hmm.
And then their defense let them down just one more time. It was what, 15 seconds left on the clock? You can't stop them from getting in field goal range? It's 15 seconds. That's it.
I was loving every minute of it.
But I'm saying, if you stop them for 15 seconds,
but you got to look at this.
We're in overtime.
Tennessee returns that roster next year.
Boy.
If Richardson developed down there in Florida, they're going to have to watch out for Florida. If Georgia turns over their roster and bring in more good recruits.
I see where you're going. So let me ask you this.
Might be in trouble.
So let me ask you this.
Hey, Vanderbilt is actually putting a decent team.
Don't do that.
No. Listen.
No. I refuse to listen to this bullshit that's about to really. No, you said Vanderbilt.
I'm not saying Vanderbilt. I'm not saying Vanderbilt is going to be
I'm telling
top
you,
10.
This is about to be a moment where I'm gonna come back to in a year or so, and then a year after that, I'm gonna keep coming back to this moment. You sure you're ready to say this?
Vanderbilt is the Wake Forest, like they the Wake Forest of the SEC.
This motherfucker is smoking my shit.
Look at Wake Forest. Look at Wake Forest.
No,
wait a minute. Look at Wake Forest. Look at Vanderbilt. And I've been watching Vanderbilt play, bro.
Hold on, my bag kind of like. You sure you ain't smoke my shit,
bro? Look at Wake Forest. Wake Forest is not a dominant team.
No, I'll rock with you with the Wake Forest. I'm just not ready for you to actually go out and stand on this, that Vanderbilt is on that same pathway. That's not what I'm saying.
That is not what I'm saying. I'm not saying Vanderbilt is ready to beat Alabama. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is that if Vanderbilt can keep building on what they're building on, and the rest of the teams come up, that's just gonna push Bama further down. And if they do develop and come on,
you got to throw Kentucky in there.
And Kentucky is looking better. Remember Kentucky? You used to get Kentucky and Vanderbilt on your schedule in SEC, be like, all right, that's a win. That's a win. You know what I'm saying?
That's 2 dubs for a year.
Unless you got Brian Keller, so we ain't worried about him.
I know LSU got a good win over Florida. That's a good win because I think Florida's a good team.
I just think Florida is like once Richardson put those things together, that
he got to stay consistent.
Once he put it together, man, or if he put it together, I think Florida's on the come up. I mean, because the talent's there. He's just up and down. He ain't consistent. If he can put it together, you know what I'm saying? I just don't believe in Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
I stand on Kentucky beating LSU with the Brian Kelly there.
First of all, you said LSU. That's all I needed to know. Even how struggling that I think Bama is, I think they're better than LSU. I think Mississippi State's better than LSU. A&M's better.
Arkansas.
And then of course Mississippi. I think they're all better than them. And guess what? They're all in their same division. So you're going to have to see them. And so here's my thing.
Oh, I forgot about Ole Miss, because Ole Miss offense ain't no joke.
Yeah. Okay. So they beat Mississippi State. I'll give them that.
Mm-hmm.
But you lose to a Florida State. You know what I'm saying? Auburn almost clipped you.
Right.
You know, Tennessee, who's already a better team, they showed it. They stomped you out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got a solid win over Florida. But here's the rest of your schedule. You got Ole Miss coming up next, who's 7-0, ranked 7th. You got Bama, who's ranked 6 now at 6-1, and you got Arkansas, who's a solid 4-3 team. And then you end the year with Texas A&M. Come on,
looking good there, Brian.
Where's Brian Kelly at? Look, you 5-2 right now. To me, you should be 4-3. I think Mississippi State was probably looking too far ahead of you, but then you should have lost to Auburn. So hell, you might at that point. Hell, you damn near scratching 500.
Right,
really
right.
Into the real shit. So, but it's too much right now. I think it's too many good programs in the SEC, and I think it's starting to show the little, the power balance, the shifting in the power that's comes. I think it's starting to creep away from Bama and Old Nick. I think it's the power shift is starting to happen in the SEC.
Right, right.
And I think a lot of them teams got tired of getting beat up by them. That they're like, yo, we're gonna try to do it a different way. And you see, as a lot of these schools took advantage of the transfer portal. If you can't out recruit Nick Saban, then at least let's try to get these kids in the transfer portal that have, D1 experience.
Right.
You're not getting a true freshman. You're not getting. You're probably getting a guy that's stuck behind circumstances and he can't get on the field. But the talent is there. So why not? So I think that's why Nick been real grumpy lately this year. I think he's starting to see the power shift.
That's why he's complaining about Deion. For real. I mean, because they almost took another recruit from Alabama. It's like it came down to Alabama and Jackson State, and at the last man he chose Alabama. So if he getting stuff like that done, the next time I come up, they may choose Jackson State.
They don't want to be in them situations no more. Hey, you're right, and TCU balling right now. TCU. Only problem is that you play in the Big 12. We know what Big 12 is all offense, no defense. So when you go against these teams that play defense, and then they can slow you down, are you going to be able to compete? And sometimes you see these Big 12 schools get just blown out when it comes to these New Year's bowl games and college football playoffs. I mean, you see it all the time. Yeah, you're gonna have an explosive offense, but if it gets shut down or slowed down, well, you better hope your defense can help you stay in the game. Otherwise, this shit is over.
It's over now.
Obviously, we got the Denver Broncos, Los Angeles Chargers game tonight. Real quick, what are you looking to see in this game? Obviously,
Russ complete a pass.
Damn it, man!
Shit. Russ march the ball down the field, do something positive.
A competent play call from Nathaniel Hackett,
right? And Denver
we ain't asking for too much.
Such a disappointment. Well, really, both these teams have been disappointed.
Yes and no. With the Broncos, 100% disappointment. With the Chargers, I just think I think Brandon Staley keeps putting his own team in harm's way. And I think sometimes he's in the way of winning. But they managed to, they beat Cleveland and they beat Houston. But my problem is, Cleveland and Houston. Okay, but I know what you're saying.
You talking about my Daniel Vanderbilt comment, and you gonna bring that shit up?
No, what I'm saying is you're supposed to beat those teams.
Okay.
So they did their job. The only issue is they still struggle with those teams that you're supposed to beat.
Right. Well, go ahead. I'll let you finish. I'm gonna comment on his side.
So, look, both of these teams are in desperate of a win, and I think that's what's going to make this an actually decent Monday night game. I don't know how much offense we're going to get from Russ, but if we talking about let Russ cook, at least like cook an omelet tonight.
I told you, Russ is like Joe.
I know, but I'm saying at least cook an omelet tonight for us. At least,
he getting under pressure. He's like Joe.
Yo, shut up.
Joe.
Yeah. You're like I'm just saying, at least be able to cook the omelet tonight.
Right.
But don't don't keep cooking this old bullshit oodles and noodles and
Right.
little hot dog weenies that you've been doing lately. This old struggle meal. Don't cook us a struggle meal tonight, dog.
Please don't.
Please don't cook us a struggle meal.
I picked the Chargers to win this game.
I grew up on Spam and Vienna sausage too, but I only,
I couldn't do the Spam. I ate Vienna sausage. I couldn't do the Spam. I couldn't say. I look at it, be like, I can't eat that. That don't even look edible.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man, I couldn't do the Spam, bro. I love Vienna sausage. I used to eat them. That's not them, but
what? If you can eat Vienna sausage, bro, you can eat Spam, bro.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't get past the way it looked. I couldn't get past the way it looked, bro. I just look like it.
Yeah, like Vienna sausages had that real delicious look to them. Come on, what are you talking about?
It look better than the Spam. Look, it's in a loaf, man. It's like I don't trust nothing in a loaf. I gotta cut it too. No, I'm good.
Yeah, but you trust a little weenie though. Okay,
I gotta say it like that though, bro.
You prefer weenies in your mouth.
See,
Spam.
We had to go there, didn't we?
I got
There we go.
You prefer weenies in your mouth than Spam. I get it.
That's like potted meat.
To each your own. To each your own.
whatever.
But thinking
to Ant's comment, I think when they made the schedule, everybody thought Denver was gonna be better than what they are.
Yeah,
that's why I get a lot.
They were a storyline coming in.
Yeah, so that's why they gave them the prime time.
Yeah, you thought it. When these schedules are made, the schedule makers are looking for storylines and matchups.
Yep. And you thought by then this have been division matchup. This have been a great storyline. Both these teams were predicted.
Wilson. Yeah.
Both these teams predicted to be great, and
so far
it didn't happen.
Ain't happen is an understatement. This shit looking.
And they ain't flexing this one out. So.
Nah, this shit looking kind of janky.
They need to put the World Series in place of this one. I mean, the Yankees and the Guardians in place of this one. We're gonna flex y'all all the way out. Let's put the Yankees and Guardians in.
Yeah. See, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and swap.
You said the Krakens are playing? We gonna watch the Krakens play.
Yo, chill. Watch the Krakens, bro.
Right, watch the Krakens play. We ain't trying to see this game.
It's hockey night in America. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I'm looking for it. I think that.
What up, though?
I think it's going to be a close game because it's a division game, and these people know each other very well. And
I mean, their defense still been playing pretty decent.
Oh, Denver's defense, yes. I like them better over.
Adjustment looking good, man.
What's up, Smitty? Yeah, I like them over Chargers defense, but man, I'm ready for Herbert to put on the show, and let's see if Russ can shake off the slow start and see if he can go toe to toe with old Herbert.
Slow start. He been comatose. Slow start.
Yeah, I hear you. So from Sunday's slate of games, obviously, the two big games that were featured. You had the Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, Cowboys.
Chiefs and Bills a better game.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it was a good game. Obviously, I didn't get the outcome, but
I enjoyed the Philly Cowboys game because the Cowboys lost.
Oh well, yeah. I always enjoy that.
You know what I'm saying? I would say this about. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, because I actually was just trying to set that up for something else.
I was gonna roll back. I'm gonna roll back to the bigger game.
Yeah.
What up, though, Kofi? I believe that I'll give Cooper Rush this. Well, I'll give Dallas this. Cooper Rush didn't take a sack. He didn't take a sack.
Yeah, but he did what he hasn't.
So what I'm saying, at least that line did keep him upright, and that's been the story of them all this year. They kept him upright. He did what he's supposed to do. Now Philly just took advantage of his inexperience and picked him off like 3 or 4 times.
Well, I know what you're saying, and I agree with it, but I just think this is just, sometimes with the Cowboys we get fool's gold.
Sometimes.
Okay, more times than not.
With the Cowboys, we get. You should have just said with the Cowboys, we get.
Okay, no, you're absolutely right. So with the Cowboys, we always get a dose of fool's gold.
Right.
And I know the record was looking good 4-1, yada yada yada, but who had they really played? What win of this 4-game stretch with Cooper Rush have you said, man, that's an impressive win?
I'm laughing at Kobe. Yeah, you're right.
You know what I'm saying? Which one have you can say with the Cooper Rush 4 starts, 4 victories? You're like, man, that was such an impressive win. These Cowboys gonna beat them. They gonna beat them dudes. How I've been seeing it is that team's been getting carried by that phenomenal defense. The defense is looking good.
Yeah, the defense is looking good. That's what I'm saying. Defense been looking good. It's just like it's the same thing when Cleveland first started out. Laughing at Kobe. Right? It's the same thing when Cleveland first started off. All you needed
fully loaded clips, bro.
All you needed with Jacoby Brissett was to hand the ball off to Chubb Hunt, let defense keep in the game, and just make the easy pass. That's all you need to do. It's kind of the same thing with Cooper Rush. You got a good defense. You got a decent defense. Got a good O-line, so they're gonna keep you upright.
Don't do their defense like that. That's a good defense.
You got a decent defense.
Man, come on. Don't do that. Look, I don't like the Cowboys neither, but I gotta give them their spread.
Right. And say, Ricky. All right. They got good defense. Club Hunt. Chubb Hunt.
Chubb Hunt.
So
that's the name of their backfield, Chubb.
Right,
that's what
Chubb
we're
Hunt.
rock with. Yeah, Chubb Hunt.
So all you really need him to do, Cooper to do, is just make decent reads and stay and make good decisions. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you're a halfway decent NFL quarterback, you can do that.
Yeah.
And I was there. Well, not I know and saying they haven't played a defense like the Eagles. True.
Which I agree.
True.
Yeah.
However, the Eagles didn't get no pass rush on him. You know what I'm saying? Well, they pressured him a little bit, but they didn't get no sacks on him. He had enough time to throw the ball. Let's say that. All he had to do was stay composed, and because their running game wasn't that bad. I mean, Pollard and Zeke was running pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So all he had to do was keep his composure, look for the open man, don't have it hit your check down, keep on down the field. If he did that, they possibly could have won the game because they made a little slight comeback toward the end.
Yeah.
Now we got that garbage out the way.
3 interceptions killed him, man.
They did.
Mean, let's just be
honest. One was a tip, I
interceptions.
believe. I think one was a tip. So
but
it counts. It counts as an interception.
Oh yeah,
it counts as an interception. Don't get me wrong. You know what I'm saying? But hey man, they are who we thought. They are who we thought it was.
Yeah. But look, I'll this is the only slight credit I will give to the Cowboys. They were still in this game, and
yeah, I get that.
Quite frankly, if a couple of things went their way, they were still in it. It take away and for them to only lose by 9 points with 3 turnovers, because that if in true honesty, had Jalen Hurts had a more effective game throwing the ball,
it'd have been a blowout.
That'd have been a blowout.
There's a couple times, they went 3 and out.
Because they went for 20 points in the second quarter.
That second half,
like, oh shit, this shit about to get ugly.
Right, and that second half, like Jalen Hurts didn't do nothing for a while until like maybe the late third quarter.
Yeah,
beginning of the fourth quarter, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
So the defense was keeping Eagles in this game.
Yeah,
so that's something the Eagles need to probably work on.
Yeah,
we're gonna get to the Giants, man. Hold on.
Yeah, just hold on. Man. Because you wanted to transition. Yeah, go ahead.
Chiefs Buffalo, great game, bro.
Another classic.
Great game.
Another classic game.
Here's the thing. I said about Mahomes. His style of play, you can't. I would never curtail it or tell him to stop playing like that because that's what you like about him. But at the end of the game, that's what kind of cost him the game, that interception.
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. I'm talking about more towards the end of the game because you need that drive to get in the field goal range, at least tie the game. And I think stop force feeding Sky Moore and look for your hot men. Kelsey and Juju was burning them. You should have been looking for them. Sky Moore was double teamed. He threw that ball to him. That shit went to Juju, Kelsey.
Or throw that bitch out of bounds.
Or throw it out of bounds. Oh, that too. That too. But that one he threw that pick he threw in the end zone was when he was. I mean, it was looking nice until he threw the pick. I was like, oh my god, he pirouetting. You know what I'm saying? Triple sow cow,
bruh.
And then he threw a pick.
All right, so here's the deal: when you have quarterbacks that are great, and they happen to be on your team, yes, you understand their greatness, but for me, I think that because you are so great, when you make silly mistakes like this, I have to critique you on it.
Oh man, yeah.
And it's delusional because I'm on, the media, social media world, and these Chiefs fans are just ridiculous, trying to excuse 2 interceptions, and I'm like, you can't excuse it.
Not in a game especially not in a game like that.
Not in a game like this, with can potentially for, I mean, if you're a betting man right now, potentially set up home field advantage in AFC title game. Potentially can make that.
Right.
Instead of being 5 in a row in Kansas City, you might go to chilly old Buffalo. Orchard Park might be chilly, might be nipply. Better get your fur.
Right.
So that changes things. But here's what I got out of this game. Now, if there's any 2 teams to me in the AFC that you can probably pencil into an AFC championship game, it's those 2 teams.
Yeah.
And that's
it's a great bet. If you're betting me.
Do both teams have their flaws? Of course. But when you got these 2 teams who continually, every time they match up, keep putting on classic game after classic game after classic game, I can understand if that 13-second game was just a one time.
Yeah, I know, man. I know we late, bro.
But this is every time they've been matching up for the last 3-4 years. Is they putting classic game after classic game. This was just good football to watch.
Right, it was
phenomenal football.
I was saying too that Buffalo was able to run the ball too, and that kind of helped a lot.
Which they've been getting away from it, which was crazy.
Right.
I thought they forgot how to run the ball anymore. I was like, do y'all even know how to call plays for running? And they did it.
Josh Allen hurdle, you got to talk about that.
Oh my gosh, 2 years in a row he keeps hurling.
That boy wanted that, boy. He said, "I'm going, I'm getting this first down." For real. I mean, you can't. Here's my thing. I listen to some of the stuff on social media, some of the commentating, and there's like, "Oh, Buffalo, they was hungrier." I was like, "No, I won't say that." Because it was a close game. It wasn't like Buffalo blew them out 42-28 or nothing like that.
Yeah, they went back and forth.
It was going back and forth. It was just 2 great teams, and just come down who's gonna make the wrong mistake, or how many mistakes they're gonna make at the wrong time. That's all.
It was Frazier Ali.
Right. That's it.
This is straight heavyweight 15-round blow for blow, toe to toe type of matchup. That's what it is.
Right.
And not just because it's one of my teams. I'm sorry, I don't see another team in the AFC that can compete with these two teams.
I don't either.
If you can find out the team in the AFC that can compete with these 2 teams, let me know. Because I'll
say right now,
6 weeks into the season, I don't see a team in the AFC.
They're the favorites in the NFC. The way the NFC been up and down, Eagles look like the favorites in the NFC.
Yeah. I can rock with you on that.
Because
Eagles just look good, man. When you can run the ball and play
here's my
defense,
thing, and I'm not taking nothing away from the Jets win. I think the Jets look great. For last games they've been playing, they've been looking good. But what's up with Aaron Rodgers? Is some of that shine coming off? I never seen him take this many sacks. And like I said, I'm not taking nothing away from the Jets. I'm not.
Because they earned no W. They did.
You know what I'm saying?
That
because
defense
they
was
earned
on
that
his
one.
ass.
It was on him.
That defense was on
You know
him,
what I'm
bro.
saying? It was on him, bro. So
Yeah.
I'm not taking nothing away from Rodgers.
Hey, Quentin Williams looks like a All Pro bowler this year.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's been a monster in the middle.
and
And
they run game look ridiculous.
yo, what about our man Cheese Sauce? Put on the cheese
Oh
head.
man, oh yeah.
My man Sauce Gardner put on the cheese head, little foam
If
cheese
the
head.
Bills get CMC, it's over for him because he's not going to stay healthy.
Nacho cheese sauce.
Right,
My man Sauce Gardner, man. Boy,
beast.
I was hoping and praying that the Chiefs would do like they did Mahomes and trade 3 first rounders and go up
I agree
and go
with you,
get
Ant.
Sauce, man. I wanted him to do it so bad.
I want the Lions to get him. Shit.
Oh my God. But man, this dude, I think he was targeted 7 times in that game and only gave up 1 reception for 8 yards.
Mm-hmm.
But that's been his stat line all year.
Really?
Oh, Sauce Gardner is literally been shutting down his side of the field in every game, and he's going. You just what? Aaron Rodgers didn't even. Aaron Rodgers was like, nah, man, I ain't even throwing number ones away. Nah, player, I ain't even doing it. Hey, look, we done tried it 7 times. We see it ain't working. Hey, let's go somewhere else.
Something else.
Yeah, let's do something else.
Let me call
it
Devontae
ain't
see
working.
want to come back.
Yeah, Devontae, you want to come back?
You want to come back here? Man, you know, Green Bay, it's not that bad. I know you're in Vegas, but it's not that bad.
Well,
all the cheese you can eat.
Here's the deal. I think their defense is still good, but what do we always say? If your offense can't carry their weight, your defense is getting stuck on the field all the time. No matter how good it is, it's
wear them out.
Down. Gonna wear them out. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what they're in right now. They're looking for that. We've never seen this from an Aaron Rodgers team, where the offense is the reason why you are not winning. You're the reason.
Clicking at all. Not clicking at all. And he had too many mushrooms or what?
But you know what? I'm not gonna say is all of Aaron Rodgers' fault, but he needs to take majority of this blame, because in the offseason, you knew you was coming into a new wide receivers core. Your wide receiver room was changed.
Mm-hmm.
Why weren't you, having quick little small mini camp between you and the receivers? Just run some routes and let's get a rapport on how you run your routes, and I can time it that I can put the ball in a favorable position for you to catch it and for you not to get blasted, not for you to you got to reach behind you or too high or too low. Let's get in sync. Why were you not doing that?
I like Romeo Doubs. I think he's a great receiver.
No, I like all of them, but Aaron, you gotta be able to, you gotta coach him up. I know you're a real kind of to yourself isolated individual because you're a dickhead, but like, come on, bro.
Right.
But I'm saying, like, if you want to win another championship, because that damn Super Bowl from 2010, man, motherfuckers is starting to forget about that shit.
Man, shoot, people watching it probably weren't even born now.
You
won a Super Bowl?
like at some point you gotta grab number 2, Playboy, and your time is ticking because you coming to the end.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. All right, let's get to the Giants game.
Well, let's as a whole, man, the whole New York area. I mean, you got 5-1 Giants, 4-2 Jets. I mean, you got the Yankees in the playoffs. The Mets made it and exited just as soon as they got in.
The Mets did what the Mets do.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all want to talk basketball because the Knicks ain't gonna be worth the damn. And I don't even know how to really feel about Brooklyn yet. So
Rangers and Islanders.
You better hope the Rangers and Isles get off to a good start in NHL, man. Yeah, that's about it. But go ahead on Matt's Giants, man.
I mean, it's a great win.
Are they for real?
I mean, now. Here's the thing, you know, people talked about, they ain't really played nobody. They played the Ravens, man. I mean, the Ravens, they've been up and down this year, but still it's a good solid win.
It's a solid win.
It's a solid win.
It's a solid win.
Yeah. What's up, Nick? We got Wentz finally injured. Ah, great.
What's up, boys?
What's happening, man?
What's up, Nick?
I'm in a shitty freaking complex down here in Parlin. Can you hear me? Is the internet connection okay or no?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We hear you.
All right. Fuck Mel. I just want to make sure you can hear me clearly before I drop that shit. Yo, I'm going to say it. I said it after the Pittsburgh game. When I looked at the Jets schedule, I was on the Buffalo Jets fan show, 7,800 followers, and I said, and I quote, "Why can't the Jets run October? Why can't we beat Pitt? We just came off the Pitt win." I said I'm not afraid of Miami. I said Green Bay don't scare me. Now Sunday we go to Denver. We know they don't look good. And then we got New England at home. Why can't we go 5-0 in October? We're 3-0 so far. This team is coming together. When a young team, just like the Giants, Chiefs were there at one point, Lions never, but both teams have had points in their time where they need to grow. And when you can win games while you're learning how to win, you're way ahead of the curve in the NFL, man. That's how you get magical seasons. Those 10, 11, 12 win seasons. When you're winning games that nobody thinks you're supposed to win. The Jets are the first team in the history of the NFL to be 2 games over 500 and be underdogs in every game.
Yeah.
Vegas don't respect them. Nobody respects them. Fuck it. I'm like Robert Salah. I'm here taking receipts, motherfuckers. You could suck my dick.
Yeah. But I saw the picks. I know Sophia picked the Jets. I know who didn't.
I know. Because I've been picking against the Jets and they've been winning. I will gladly lose this fucking league. I will gladly lose the Pick'em League, man. I'm superstitious. I don't give a shit. Let's go, Russ. Go cook yourself some fucking ramen noodles, bitch.
But no, what I like about both the Jets and the Giants, I think, Nick kind of hit on it. Both of these teams are both fairly young squads, and they're buying in to 2 great coaches in Salah and Dabo, who are trying to build that culture, and they are trying to,
Answer one phone
call, and this show goes to shit. Hey, Nick has access to the.
I can't hear you guys. Let me dip out for a second. I'm gonna try to find a better spot to park in. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, do that. Get off that Metro PCS phone, man.
Try to masturbate on your lunch break.
Yo, bro, I can't with you. But no, like I was saying, like you got 2 coaches who are they're trying to build culture, and I think what they're doing is letting the guys be them. You see Sauce Gardner get the cheese head, and I call him nacho cheese sauce, and he's rolling around in limbo, and then you got the Giants, getting the turnovers, go celebrate in the end zone and having fun. It's like, these coaches are just letting them, be themselves, and at the same time putting them in situations that they're not getting harmed. Like Dabo's, hey, Daniel Jones, hey, just to give you a little help, man. I might max protect on 1st and 2nd down if we throw the ball. We may only have 3 receivers go out, but I'd rather have you, take the easy reads. Don't worry about having 5 receivers out here. So he's doing situations like that, and with the Jets, they're Zach Wilson's not doing a lot stat wise, but they're running the football and they're playing damn good defense. Both teams are actually playing damn good defense.
Yes. both things, especially the Jets defense look good, man.
Yeah, that Jets defense looks damn good.
I mean, both of them. I can't just say even the Giants defense look good. I mean, when they did the Green Bay, they look good.
Well, it sounds like Aaron Rodgers can't beat the whole tri-state area.
Right,
2 losses in a row.
Right, he can't do nothing in New York.
2 losses in a row to the tri-state team. So it's like,
right.
Maybe stay away from anything that resides in East Rutherford for Aaron Rodgers. It's probably a good idea to stay away from him.
Stay away from that whole East Coast.
Yeah, but no, it's look. Kudos to both franchises. It's impressive, especially in there's a lot of people who's like, come on, there's no way they shouldn't be winning these games. They should,
right?
Obviously, as a fan of football, I want to see if they can maintain it. It's good in the first 6 weeks of the season, but I want to see where you're at in week 14. Where are you at in week 15? Right. Are you contending for at least a wild card? Or are you at least contending for a playoff spot?
Right.
What are you discussing? It got real glitchy. I couldn't hear shit for like 2 minutes.
Then I'll be ready. To jump forward.
We're talking about the whole New York tri-state area football.
Well, the NFC East schedule is so easy. You see the Cowboys, Eagles, and Giants are just stacking wins left and right.
Yeah.
So they're all going to make the playoffs. Like their schedule just allows it. Like unless there's a major collapse, you know what I mean? Like something unexpected. The way the other teams in the conference are playing, there should be no reason. The Rams are down. The Packers are down. The Saints are down. 49ers just lost yesterday to the Falcons. There's no reason the NFC East and maybe the AFC East, with the disappointment of the AFC West so far overall, there's no reason both AFC and NFC East can't sneak 3 teams in.
Right. I don't disagree with that.
No.
And the Jets' schedule gets easier. Like everybody called the beginning of the season the gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
But we were saying as Jets fans, if we can be 4-5 at the bye week, we can really make a push in the second half after the bye. But we're at 4 wins now with 3 games to go.
Right.
Hey, look, I like the trajectory where the Jets are going, but just like I said, I'll go all in on Jets and Giants, depending on your standing in week 14 and 15. I'll go all in there. And
Dude, my birthday is tomorrow. Do you know how many Jets seasons have been over by my birthday? And what am I doing on my birthday? I'm doing fucking mock drafts for next season. I don't even know a fucking college player right now, bro. That's how excited I am.
I hope you do like Lynn Byers on your birthday. Do a line and die.
Oh my gosh. That is a type of love that we give around here. Sports.
Happy birthday, Nick.
I will text you what I want to say. I'm not saying that.
Hey, y'all. He just texted me. He called me a nigga. Like, what?
Hey, man.
You just took it too far, Nick.
Hey, man. Hey, you better get us
something. I didn't do anything. You didn't do any of that yet. I didn't do nothing.
Yeah. But no. Two great storylines. Here's a storyline that I don't think nobody's paying attention to. And I know Nick.
Hey, wait, let me respond to Mikey real quick. Mikey, every year I am. This is the oddity. I always joke that by mid-October, it's draft preparation.
So you must be really familiar with college football. But no,
Mikey better calm the fuck down before I get Goodyear tattooed on the side of that big ass head of his.
Hey, here's a storyline I don't think nobody's paying attention to.
What's that?
I don't know about y'all, man, but for some reason, this Patriots team is starting to get a slight flicker of hope. Just a slight flicker of hope.
And I will say like this: Bailey Zappi look better than Mac Jones.
Do we think the Cleveland Browns are that good?
Hey, you take the wins, don't you? You take the wins.
I agree. But let's be real. And I'm not shitting on Mel. They've got a lot of injuries, Detroit. They lost a lot of their playmakers. But their last 2 wins are the Lions and the Browns. Now, I'm not saying they're world beaters by winning them. Granted, you have to win the games that you play, evidenced by the NFC East schedule. But when you look at the Lions, they were without St. Brown. They were without Swift. Now, all their playmakers are out. And now when you look at the Browns, you make the Browns one-dimensional, you can beat them.
Yeah. Yeah, but I'll say this. Like I always look at two things. I look at who they play, and I look at how they play.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Bailey Zappi looks better than Mac Jones right now.
Yeah.
Especially to be a rookie and coming in. He's not really making a lot of mistakes. He's stepping in, he's moving around that pocket and completing the pass at that. Where a lot of rookies don't look that poised when they get pressured. They heard him get rid of the ball, or they throwing picks, overthrowing. He's moving in that pocket like he's been in the league for a couple years. So he looks a lot better than Mac Jones.
He looks a lot better than Mac Jones.
So when Mac Jones come back and say New England then won 3 more games, do you actually place Mac Jones with Bailey Zappi?
Well, first of all,
Mac Jones, that bag of shit.
Well, first of all,
I know your answer.
Fucking tears coming down his face from when they were carrying him down to the locker room.
But you got to remember, you're talking about Belichick, who benched $100 million quarterback in Drew Bledsoe for Tom Brady. So this is always
first $100 million quarterback.
Yes,
right.
It's always been about who's playing and who's playing to help us win. And right now, Bailey Zappi is helping them win. And they were in that game with Green Bay, went to overtime. They could have won that one. They were hanging with Baltimore. Could have won that one.
I said this the other day. I don't know if it was on with you guys Thursday or if it was on the Jets show Friday night. Bill Belichick, his only loyalty is to Bill Belichick.
Right.
He cares more about his legacy and finding any path to get that one ring without Brady. To say, I fucking did it, and fuck all of you who said I couldn't. That's all he cares about right now.
Exactly.
That's his whole drive. That whole offseason last year, spending that unprecedented amount of money that he never spends in free agency. He would take O.J. Simpson right now and put him at quarterback if he knew he could win. He would deal with it. He would bring back Colin Kaepernick and deal with it. He would do anything. He would go any lengths to get one more ring. So he don't give a shit who it is.
But Bailey Zappi's just right now. I don't think.
I liked it. I liked him when I saw him in the Senior Bowl.
Bailey Zappi just sounds like a gay dog.
Yeah, but I'm saying
see that Bailey Zappi down the street. Oh no, the one with the pink bows in the hair. Nah.
I don't think you're messing with the chemistry right now. Obviously, we know of the lack of superstar power that you have on that offense, and right now your offense is working. Primarily because you're running the ball.
Last 2 games too. Damian Harris has been out.
Stevenson's been toting the rock. Your defense has been coming around. You're actually starting to look more and more like a true Belichick team now, and I agree. Believe it or not, that's scary for the NFL.
It's a squad of no-name guys, right?
Yeah, but that's my bigger point. What does Belichick do when people are not talking about him? Low key, he's getting his team to respond, and they're playing ball. Look, I 100% agree with you with the strength of the schedule is weak, but you get the dubs. You help build momentum. Stick to the fundamentals. Make those fundamentals, excel at them. And hell, if you have to excel at the fundamentals, let the chips fall where they may. And sometimes we'll eke out a W, sometimes we won't. And that's been Belichick's MO, has it not? Trust me, that's scary for the NFL. I don't think it's scary for the Buffalo Bills or the Kansas City Chiefs, but don't if you those other teams in the AFC that you thought you were going to put your name up there with the Bills and the Chiefs, I think the Patriots got enough talent with coaching wise to knock you off. So
I agree. We'll see. When the Jets play New England?
2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
October 30th.
That'd be a good litmus test for them.
Yeah, I think so too.
For both teams.
Well, for me, more Robert Salah because I want to see.
They play in New England.
Let me look it up. But
Foxborough.
But what my thing is I don't think you can match coach for coach with Belichick. You just want to see if you can, have your team as prepared as Belichick. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. It's
all right, Nick.
No, first one is in New England. I'm sorry, East Rutherford in 2 weeks.
Okay.
In 2 weeks, yeah.
Okay. So. Yeah, I think it'd be a good litmus test for both of them.
Yeah. We'll see. All right, y'all. We did a little overtime. I know. Appreciate everybody stopping in, chopping it up with us. Make sure, please, go over to all our social media platforms: the Facebook, I.O.W Sports Network, Instagram, and YouTube on our I.O.W Sports Network is the address to all 3 of those social media platforms. And
I don't think so.
Ooh.
I don't think so, because I don't think those losses were all Lamar's fault.
No. I will say that that turnover yesterday.
The turnover yesterday, he had 2 turnovers yesterday.
Yeah, I'll say this: if I'm giving Patrick Mahomes the scrutiny, Lamar, come on, bro, you can't you can't be turning the ball over in late games.
Had the same logos to the background.
We'll put it over the Jets logo.
Right.
We'll put it over the Jets logo. No worries. We'll kind of put it in the middle over the Jets and the Lions.
I'm part of the team too.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. No. And then I.O.W Sports 1 on Twitter. That's most social media platforms. You see it's going on bottom of the screen. Y'all know what the deal is. Like, share, subscribe, hit them bell notifications, and most importantly, please spread the word what we got going on around these I.O.W pods. Anyway, I'm the Wild Card Mar. That's the Detroit man, and that was our very special episode of 194 I.O.W Sports. We will be back to our regularly scheduled time in place on Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for episode 195. Until then, be safe, love and peace, y'all. Yeah, catch us bodies.